Welcome along. I'm Kevin McAllister and I'm with Southern Regional College today and also Uri Moran and Down Labour Market Partnership. Today we welcome a big company from Kilkeel, Collins Aerospace. And we're going to turn to the panel that are here representing Collins Aerospace and we'll ask you to introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Simon Muldrew. I'm the MPI, or New Product Introduction Director in Collins Aerospace. We're based in Kilkeel. We employ roughly 750 employees and have been on site in Kilkeel for about 65 years. We're part of the larger Raytheon Technologies Group, and that's been a number of acquisitions over the last number of years. And our primary focus on site is the manufacture of aircraft seating.
Hello, my name is Andrew Kirk. I'm the Engineer Manager for Production Support. A team of 21 engineers made up of mechanical and quality engineers. And we have been taking in apprentices for roughly about 5 years now. And they have been made up from shop floor support, wanting to make their way into engineering, or people coming straight from school and deciding this is a path for them.
And let's look at our apprentices.
Hi, I'm Cialan McGuinness. I'm a operations modernisation engineer, currently working with Collins Aerospace. I have completed my apprenticeship in 2021, so currently into my first full year of employment after finishing the course. Currently working as a project engineer, so looking at new technologies and helping the business along with those. And it's a massive opportunity, I think, for any young person interested in furthering their education.
Hi, my name's Michael McKay. I'm from just outside Newry. I came into the course through LLs, came from school straight into the course and into Collins Aerospace. I'm at the minute a trainee engineer. I'm on my third and final year, and it's been really good and would highly recommend to anybody.
Let's go to Simon now. And Simon, a big company and these trainees, these apprentices have been very successful with you. Do you see this as an opportunity to grow your pool of talent within Collins Aerospace?
Oh, absolutely. We see the apprentices as a key source of talent for the future of Collins Aerospace. As Andrew touched on, we've been in this programme for just over 5 years. And through that time, we've taken on a number of apprentices. And as Cialan highlighted, he's just come through the programme. And we think it's a real benefit to the company because the apprentices grow within the business. And as they learn, they're also getting the practical skills associated with being in an operations environment. So we 100% see it as a real vital sort of cog in our system in terms of the growth of the teams, especially within the engineering groups, which is so vital within Collins Aerospace.
And Cialan, you've been very successful coming through this process. Tell us about your job.
Well, I currently work as an operations modernisation engineer, so that is focusing on investigating and researching new technologies and applying those to the business in ways that will actually give us a tangible benefit from those. It's an incredibly interesting career. I personally am interested in technologies and programming myself, so that allows me to see much further into that world through my role than just in terms of a personal interest. As I say, I've completed the apprenticeship last year, so this is my first year working full-time with the company, and it's been a brilliant developmental experience, both in terms of my engineering skill set and my professional abilities in the workplace.
And Andrew, within Collins Aerospace, what support do you have for your apprentices?
Yeah, so when we bring apprentices in, so we bring them in, let them see the business about first of all. So let them go around the different departments, see all those different areas that the engineering team link into. So Cialan obviously talked about, he looks at the future effectively, what we're going to do going forward. But we have lots of different areas that the apprentices can come into and work through. We've lots of, it's not just set to one sort of area, one sort of basis or one sort of category. We do then go through one-to-one meetings or with the apprentices, looking at areas they feel they could do some further development, areas they feel that the business supports well with SRC, areas they feel the business does not support maybe as strong, and then we look to try to close those gaps and bridge those links for them. And then we have obviously buddies or mentors for them when they're there throughout their time. There's a lot of people with a lot of experience in there that these guys have a big opportunity to go and take that experience that you won't get in university. You won't get, coming straight from there. So it's a big opportunity that way, and we try to give those guys what they need, or that team what they need to come out of SRC and within our business as strong as they can, to be as strong as engineers they can be.
Yeah, opportunities, Michael. And Michael, as an apprentice, how do you balance, how do you juggle study and work?
Yeah, well, I have an awful lot of hobbies, and it was something that as I said before, I came straight out of school, and it's something that I really struggled with when I was in school, was trying to get that balance of your hobbies, personal life, and then work as well. Coming into Collins, I was very, very nervous. I didn't think that I was maybe ready to go into sort of the working world, as we would say. But as soon as I came into Collins, I got, as Andrew was saying there, I got my mentor, made me feel right at home, and it made me realise that you are capable of doing that. You're into that working world. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it, and I feel like if anyone that's thinking about going through the course, it's definitely a go for. And if they're feeling nervous, it's normal. I felt it, Ciaran, I'm sure you felt it. Everyone feels it, but it's once you get in, you settle really well into it.
And how did you feel, Ciaran?
I felt excellent about completion of the course. It was something that, as Michael says there, it can be difficult to get that balance between your work life and your own personal life as well. But one of the massive benefits I seen from the very start in Collins Aerospace was you actually get to finish at 1 o'clock on a Friday, so you actually have quite a long weekend. Another thing that I found very beneficial was Collins doesn't close at 5 p.m, so we were able to make use of the facilities and have small study groups to actually complete the work together that we needed to do. So I definitely think through using tools and initiative like that, it's very possible to be very successful in this apprenticeship.
So plenty of room to manoeuvre within the company, and support is there.
Definitely so, yes.
Simon, what advice would you give any young person watching this right now in terms of the apprenticeship, the HLA apprenticeship scheme?
I would say go for it. It's definitely an avenue that takes you into industry. It has the support then from the college that gives them that sort of balance between the academic side, but also gives them the practicality of what it takes to work within a business environment. And that's where we would see a lot of the benefits through the scheme, is that they integrate very quickly. They come with very little airs and graces, because it's almost a partnership from the very start, where we give something in terms of we're supporting them through their development with the SRC and also trying to develop them within the business. But we get so much back out of it. And in terms of that, that's why I think we have a 95% retention on our apprentices. And we see them as a key part of what we need. And we've seen most of the people, as they grow through the business, become a real vital part of the business. So, where you think you're coming out of school and moving into a business environment, yes, it's a step at the time, but very quickly within Collins Aerospace, and I'd like to think these guys can vouch for it, is, it is one big family in terms of, and as Ciaran says, I can vouch for these guys staying late to do their assignments for SRC, and that teamwork even between that group of apprentices. So yeah, I would say, and it's a really good path for people, other than, the straight academic path through universities. And
Ciaran touched on the long weekends being good for a young person. Andrew, give us an inkling of the hours that your apprentices would work on a daily basis.
Yeah, so the site, the work on our site is sort of from 8:30 to 5:15, and then it goes 8:30 to 1 o'clock then on a Friday. What we do for the apprentices as well, but throughout the time, we talked about the time management, and we talked about the stress coming into the work environment, is we will give study leave at time as well. So when you've got your exams coming up, or you've maybe crunch lines, there is study leave given. And we do like to try to give the guys a bit of flexibility, or that team a bit of flexibility, to allow them, like Ciaran said, to go in, maybe get together and understand. It is a difficult time for them. They're relatively young people, trying to do a business, trying to be professional, trying to go through SRC at the same time. So we do like to try to give them that flex as well that they can do within those hours.
And Simon, I'm sure everybody watching right now, particularly people who are thinking potentially of following the apprenticeship route, the new intake is in September. What's your plans at Collins Aerospace?
Very much so. We want to continue our relationship with SRC. We're part of the development of the course to make sure that it's relevant. and that we get what we need out of it when the apprentices are going through their training and development with SRC. So we're very much bought into, we see it as a continuation and a journey that we're on in terms of building that bench strength through younger development of people. And we are heavily invested in making sure that we're part of the scheme this year again.
Very successful, Collins Aerospace, and you've been there a long time, certainly in the middle and looking on to the Mournes and Kilkeel. Thank you for joining us today, gentlemen, and thank you for sharing that with us. And if you guys out there are interested in an apprenticeship, well, Southern Regional College will certainly talk to you. The first protocol is to visit their website. Have a look at that. And if you're a would-be employer and you're thinking of an apprenticeship scheme, Southern Regional College will definitely talk to you. But in the meantime, thank you for listening.